Hello and welcome guys and gals to Ashes Bashes Gaming, your destination for discovering new and exciting games. Today on your screens we have Battlejacked. This is a battle simulator developed by Klick Ink. At the time of making this video, the game is in early access and has new content released regularly and features engaging contests and events to keep the community interactions exciting. The game has multiple playable modes, so let's take a look at what they are. Firstly, we have instant action, which features three modes: control, where you fight for control of one point and drain the enemy's reinforcements; skirmish, where your simple aim is to defeat enemies and reduce their reinforcements; and battle, where you have to capture and hold multiple command posts, and more command posts drains the enemy's reinforcements faster. Let's have a look at the battle mode. As you can see, there are multiple maps which you can play in. There are a considerable number of maps and even different maps for different game modes. And I'm also sure that as the game grows, there will be modding features which would allow people to make their own maps too. Let's battle it out in Starlight Meadow for now. They have multiple factions you can play with, such as Knights, Outlaws, Pirates and the Wild West. Currently I believe there are 12 factions and each faction has 7 to 8 unique units you can play with. I think I'll play with the Wild West now and fight it out against the pirates called the Black Flag. They also have a interesting loading screen. Now as you can see, the first 5 units are free to play with, but the last 3 are special units which you need to earn the honor of playing with. Basically, you grind it out by defeating enemy units, which would grant you money which you can then spend to get these special units. Alright lads, wish me luck. I've chosen to play as the cowboy, whose primary weapon is a 6-shooter. Also, if you look to the bottom left of your screen, you can see his 3 abilities. The first one is a stick of dynamite, whereas the second spawns a fireplace which you can heal next to, and the third slows down time. Each of these abilities have a short recharge once you use them and need energy to deploy. Energy is kinda like your mana and is shown below your health bar in the middle bottom part of your screen. Alright, so I'm going to lob a few dynamites at them because, well, how else would you clear a swarm of enemies? Also note that shooting the head does do more damage. It is also advisable against the shielded enemies as bullets don't pierce the shield. I mean, why? They are plain old wooden shields, not even steel ones. But hey, it is what it is. As you can see on the top left, I am earning money by defeating enemies, and that's what I will use to unlock the special units. There are also these cubes which enemies drop, which when picked up increase your hacker level. Now the hacker level is the unique feature of the game where you can turn into a hacker in any battle. It is basically kinda like a god mode and needs to be charged. The charge is denoted by the green icon beside my abilities. I will show you this feature soon. Alright, so now we have enough money to try out a cowgirl. So let's give it a go. Okay, so she has a rifle as compared to a revolver for the cowboy. Very low health, I see. Oh my, that was a complete waste of money. I have always noticed that I am better off sticking with the basic units. Okay, so now that you know what this game mode is like, let's try out the other ones. Next up, we have the trials. Now the rank up trials are where you choose any faction and you are then pitted against the same unit as yourself. I think this mode is good to learn about the different units of each faction and how to use their abilities. Every time you defeat yourself, you are spawned as a different unit and the fight continues till you get a taste of all the units of that faction. Next up, we have the most engaging mode, which is the zombie mode. You have to survive waves of zombies and there are 4 levels of difficulty to choose from. You start off penniless and with just a revolver, and as you kill zombies you earn funds which can be used to purchase new weapons from crates lying around, or buy ammo for your current weapon, or even upgrade your current weapon from the workbench. You will notice that your abilities are locked here as you start off, and you will unlock abilities as you level up by executing zombies. I personally felt that an area damage ability like the claymore or a frag grenade should be your first pick, as the zombies really do bunch up and you definitely need crowd control. As you level up, you get various other options to upgrade your health regen rate or max health or sprint speed and so on. There are also passive abilities which you can equip on your character. Now the map is really large and there is a lot of area to explore. Each area would have crates containing different types of weapons, and that in itself is enough incentive to explore. Also, there are different types of zombie units, some fast with a lot of hit points and some really freaky looking ones. This keeps the game engaging and interesting to play through. Alright, now lastly we have the main mode which makes this a battle simulator, the simulation mode. There are much more maps here to choose from, and you can choose different factions to pit against each other and test out. Let's do something wacky. I'm going to take the cyber mercs with all their futuristic tech and pit them against the cowboys from Wild West with their obsolete weaponry. Let's see how this plays out. So you can set up units from one team and then click on R to set up units for the other team. I really wish this game had an option to pit more than two teams. It would be really interesting to see how the dynamics of the battle would play out. What do you know? The Wild West is winning! Holy hell! This is so unexpected! I even spent less money on them! Well, just goes to prove the old adage that most battles are a numbers game. Also, maybe the higher terrain had a role to play in this simulation. Who knows? But this was definitely an interesting perspective. Alright, now for the one thing which you all have been waiting for, the hacker mode. This is what makes this game unique and is a really awesome experience to play. You get a firearm as well as a sword as the hacker, and you have interesting abilities such as calling down lightning strikes, slowing the time, and my personal favorite, laying down mines. Now each of these abilities can be changed out for a different one, and you can even upgrade your hacker mode from the menu. To ensure that this god mode isn't abused, the hacker has a quickly diminishing health bar which also reduces when you take damage. It is insanely fun to just tear up everything in a hacker mode, and this is definitely a god mode in the game. So that was what this game has to offer. As it grows, I'm sure that the developer will add more factions and units to increase the replayability value. Also, I'm sure he would add different game modes. If Epic Battle Simulator and Totally Accurate Battle Simulator are anything to go by, the battle simulator genre is a growing one, and people love spending countless hours simulating different combinations, and the fact that the developer also engages with the community and hosts frequent events is a very promising factor. You can check out the Steam page from the link in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button and consider subscribing to my channel so that you can discover new and exciting games. This is Ashes Bashes signing off. Until next video, game on!